Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We're going to be talking about HOMEWORX Limoncello Cupcake and Bing Cherry. Now, this is the third quote unquote flanker scent that I am reviewing from HOMEWORX. Their original Limoncello Cupcake has been, I would say, one of their top fragrances that people would kind of identify, I would say, as maybe like a staple fragrance. It's kind of one of their like anchor fragrances, one that the brand is known for. And this, what would we call it? Late winter, early spring. They have released a couple of flanker scents with their limoncello cupcake. So I have reviewed the limoncello cupcake and raspberry. They've had a limoncello cupcake and toasted coconut. I believe that there's one with black currant. That one I don't believe is on the Slatkin & Co website. I think that might have been exclusive to QVC. So I don't have that candle because honestly, you guys, I don't want a duo of a lot of candles, just the nature of having to review a lot of candles and wanting to keep my collection or my stash within a more manageable size for me personally. I'm not really buying duos. But when this one came to the Slatkin & Co website, I thought, okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and pick this one up and do a review on it. So this is one of their standard 4-wick 18-ounce vessels. We've got the photographic wraparound label, very, very similar to their typical like limoncello cupcake label. They just had like the addition of a couple of cherries put on it. Personally, I think HOMEWORX has done a little bit better on some of their wraparound labels, but this one I feel like it's keeping with the theme of their typical limoncello cupcake. This candle does retail for $30. However, you guys know with HOMEWORX, you never ever have to spend that price. They are always running sales at some point. And I personally would always recommend, yeah, always buy a candle on sale. You never ever have to pay full price. All right, let's get into the details of this candle. So this specific candle that I am reviewing has a pour date of October 5th, 2024. The fragrance notes listed are limoncello, candied lemon, Bing cherries, and baked vanilla cupcake. So what does my nose detect? This candle is I don't want to say interesting in that like it's just so far off of the beaten path. I will tell you that to my nose, when this candle is burning, you guys, it's still very, very dominant on the limoncello cupcake note, which is good for those of you who love that fragrance. Good, you know, you've got another variation of it. Do I smell so much cherry in here that this smells more like a cherry lemonade candle? No, not really. To be honest with you guys, I feel like this candle still to my nose when it is burning. I am still picking up predominantly limoncello cupcake. I do think the addition of Bing cherry makes it slightly sweeter than what limoncello cupcake normally is. There is like an additional fruity component to it, much like the raspberry candle kind of made the lemon smell maybe not as tart, but maybe a little bit more sweet and candied. I feel like that's what this Bing cherry is doing with this candle. Now, the interesting thing is that the closer you get to this candle when it is burning, you can pick up that cherry note a little bit more. And I will tell you that the cherry note to my nose, when I am a little bit closer to the candle, does come off slightly medicinal. It's kind of that medicinal cherry note that you might get like in cough syrup or whatnot. Not really my favorite. However, when I back away, when I walk into a room that this candle is burning in and I smell this fragrance, I don't really get as much of that cherry note. Like I said, my nose picks up more so on the limoncello cupcake, but the lemon smells a little bit more candied because I think that that is the cherry note that is being lent to the overall fragrance. So I will tell you guys that personally, I don't really think that this fragrance is anything earth shattering. I feel like if you have a lot of limoncello cupcake fragrances in your collection already, if you are one of those people who bought limoncello cupcake, well, did it get marked down to Ulta for like $3? Remember a couple of months ago, I was seeing people in the HOMEWORX Facebook group like stocking up on limoncello cupcake. So if you were one of those people who was able to get that fragrance at such a screaming deal, you don't need this one. I'm going to be honest with you. You don't. It's nothing so earth shattering and revolutionary that I feel like you really need to go out and spend the money if you have a couple of limoncello cupcakes in your collection. So let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle because I think that is what is also kind of painting the picture here. So the wicks are performing quite well for me. They are self-trimming wicks. I do trim off just a tiny bit if there's a little bit of like a carbon ball at the end, but you can see that the wicks are trimming themselves and there's a little bit of wick residue in the wax pool. It's not altering the fragrance at this point, which I will give it to HOMEWORX. I do feel like their self-trimming wicks are probably one of the better. I would say they're better at that than say like a brand like Bath and Body Works, where I feel like their wicks, when they self trim and fall into the wax pool, they just start to get sooty after that halfway mark, and then it does alter the fragrance. I have had a couple of HOMEWORX candles where I have noticed it altering the fragrance, but these more recent pours, I don't find that happening. I do find that they're self trimming wicks, even though you might see some wick residue in there, you're not going to get that sooty burned smell. Strength and throw on this candle. Overall, you guys, I'm going to rank this at about like a 5.5, 6 in terms of strength and throw. When I place this in my master bedroom or my daughter's bedroom, which is more closed concept, lower ceilings, I can definitely smell the fragrance. It's not smacking me in the face, but it is noticeable. It is detectable. It is a nice complementary fragrance. However, when I have lit this out in the open concept living room, the fragrance gets lost. I can't smell it. I've burned it a couple of times now out in the open concept, and really, I really can't detect it unless I'm sitting maybe a couple of feet away from it. Now, I do list in the description box the layout of my home, age, environmental factors, all of those things that you might want to take into account when you're comparing my review for the size of your home. My overall impression of this candle is that if you're planning to burn it in a closed concept room, you're going to be okay with the performance of it. But if you're burning it in an open concept, it is going to get lost and you will be disappointed. So personally, I think that this burns well as a complementary fragrance in a bedroom. Overall, you guys, I'm not going to repurchase this candle. It's not something that I find myself absolutely needing. Do I like Limoncello Cupcake from HOMEWORX? Absolutely, I do. My number one lemon gourmand fragrance, though, is still Kringle Candles Lemon Sugar Marshmallow. That is my overall number one favorite lemon gourmand. But Limoncello Cupcake, I would put like up in the top 5, I would say, of lemon gourmands. I do like it. You do get more of like a cupcake note in this candle as well as the original Limoncello Cupcake. I do think that it's very authentic. You get a little bit of that like whipped buttercream fragrance in there, but overall, you guys, this particular fragrance is not one that I feel like I need backups of. But if you are a fan of the original Limoncello Cupcake, if you're you don't have any more in your stash right now, if you want something that maybe lends a little bit more candied sweetness to the original Limoncello Cupcake fragrance, then I would say, go ahead and take it, roll the dice on this one. But again, the performance, just be aware that it's probably going to perform best in a closed concept. Let me know in the comment box down below, or yeah, comment box. I almost said description box. Sometimes you guys, my brain gets all jumbled. Let me know in the comment box down below if you have purchased this candle, what your burning experience has been with it. Have you gotten some greater performance? The other thing too that we know with HOMEWORX candles is that the longer that you let them sit, they oftentimes become a little bit stronger. So maybe if this one goes on discount, and again, you're a fan of the original Limoncello Cupcake, maybe you can stash this one away and see if it will increase in strength and throw. I do have a discount code with HOMEWORX. It is Katie's Joyful Life. It should save you 15% on orders over $40. That ebbs and flows depending on what the sales are. And you guys know, I will always tell you if there's a better sale where you can get a better discount, then use that every day that ends in Y. But if you want to shop from their site, or if this goes on like a strike through price point where they like mark it down to a discounted price, then usually my code can be combined with that. It is an affiliate code eligible for a commission. So please only use that if you are comfortable. So please hit thumbs up if you found this review helpful. I am planning to upload another review later on today of a Kringle candle that is also kind of a seasonal fragrance. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you like candle reviews. This weekend, I will be updating you guys on my candle collection. I decluttered a lot of candles this month, you guys. Just letting you know, there were a lot that went out. So we're going to be talking about my candle declutter this weekend, as well as I'm going to be previewing some new candles that have arrived for me, including a couple of HOMEWORX candles. I got 3 new HOMEWORX candles in. So yeah, if you like candle content, please make sure you're subscribed. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.